Stay ready so you
It's
don't have
not
to
what
get
you're
ready.
gonna do. Your first investment should be in self. Plan in silence. Win out loud. Don't be afraid to start over if you have to. And if you have to, it's not a start from scratch. It's a start from experience.
Which is man, which man should have saved 24 hours.
I'm Jay Porter, and this is Boss Talk.
Welcome to Boss Talk with Jay Porter. Today we have one of my good friends, Travis Brown. Travis and I have known each other since, I think, 2010, 2011.
It's been a while.
It's been a
while, yeah.
We got a good history with each other.
Yeah.
Watch each other progress tremendously over the years. And who better than to have one to show for episode 2 than a person that I personally know. So Travis, welcome and thank you, my brother.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
For sure, man. We appreciate you pulling up on us today. So let's not waste any time. Let's get right into it, man.
Let's go.
Travis Brown, Brown Consulting, Brown Marketing. Tell the people a little bit about who you are, where you come from, and what do you have going on?
All right. So my name is Travis Brown, as you said. I have mainly 2 companies. I'm an entrepreneur. I have Brown Marketing Consultants, which is an attorney and medical referral service. So basically what I do is I help people that's been involved in car accidents, slip and falls, motorcycle accidents, get compensated for the injuries. That's my main company. And I've had that company for about 4 or 5 years now. And it's going well until the pandemic hit, and then it kind of slowed down. Now, my other company, which kind of sped up during the pandemic, crazy, but car rentals, Brown Exotic Rentals is what I do. So I buy and rent exotic cars to people. Down here in Florida, people like to stunt, people like to look good.
Right.
So it's a great business to have. And I've been an entrepreneur for a very, very long time. Very long time. It's always just been in my blood. My dad's an entrepreneur. My mom's an entrepreneur. My sister's an entrepreneur. We come from Jamaica. We're just hustlers by nature,
So let me ask you this. Obviously, we're talking about the success and the current day, but from the beginning, how many lessons, how many L's would you say you've learned from starting out to where you are right now?
I think people always see the end result of wherever you are. I can't tell you how many LLCs I've created. I used to have a company called SOS Home Claim where I used to do like water mitigation. That failed, and I'll go further into that. Why it failed. I used to have all types of different companies. I've written over 15 business plans.
Wow.
So I've taken some L's. I've lost some good money, but I never gave up. They say that only difference between the person that succeeds and the person that doesn't succeed is that you just don't give up.
Right.
What I've learned is that once you find your niche, something that you like, I was good at marketing, and that's why my marketing business is going well. And I love cars, and that's why my car business is doing well. So as long as you find your niche and know what you like or know what you don't like, and just stay in your lane and just do what you're good at, when it doesn't feel like work, that's when you know it's something for you. So I've taken some L's, but it led me here, and I'm doing okay.
Right. But those L's in turn were lessons. Like I
Exactly.
mentioned on the first episode, man, you learn from all that. Let me ask you this, because for me, I know it's completely different. When you started, from the day you started to now, are the same people that you started with, are they still around? Are they still on your day-to-day?
I mean, no, absolutely not.
Right.
I heard a quote on Instagram the other day that said, everybody can't come.
Facts.
Everybody can't come. So, I mean, I've lost a lot of friends in business because people don't really understand when you're busy and you're trying to progress, you don't have time.
Right.
You might duck off and they say you're ghosting them or whatever.
Right.
But or you're acting funny,
Right.
whatever, or now you got money and blah blah blah. I knew you from when you didn't have this and that, and they say you're acting funny. I've had that happen a lot of times. But no, but one valuable lessons I've learned coming up is I try not to do business with friends too much. Every time I try to do any type of business with a friend, close friends, and I try to hire my friends, and it just always goes sour. I don't know whether it's jealousy, envy, you know what I mean? Like, some people's egos won't allow me to allow them to allow me to lead them. You know what I mean? So that happens a lot.
It's
that
crazy,
happens a
man.
whole lot. You know?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
People sometimes get in their own way.
They do.
You know what I mean? And the vision isn't everybody's, man. You have the vision for a specific reason. That's why it was given to you. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And I try to kind of preach that to some of the people that
Yeah.
are around or have been around. Obviously,
Yeah.
you see the circle is very little,
Very small.
It's very small right now, man.
Yeah.
So, again, we want to thank you for coming out, man, and joining us today on our second episode. Everybody
appreciate it.
that's watching, man, please make sure you subscribe, you share this information with a friend and somebody that you care about. We're going to continue digging a little deeper, though. So,
Okay.
Travis, with what you have going on now,
Uh-huh.
how do you feel, or do you even think it's important to kind of do some things to give back to people, like some of our viewers, people that may be out there watching right now that want to understand how to get into the car rental business
Yeah.
or into the other business that we mentioned?
Yeah.
Do you feel it's important to share information and give back what we call free game so that people have some type of understanding and idea on how to take these steps?
Yes and no, I'll tell you that. Because a lot of times on Instagram, I have a lot of people calling me and asking me for advice. But if I spent the majority of my day just giving out advice, then I wouldn't have time to do anything else.
Right.
So, and that's something else I wanted to talk about on the program. Now I'm going into mentorship programs.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because after doing something for a certain amount of years and having put the time in yourself to learn the skill set, you can't necessarily give it out for free all the time.
Right.
Sometimes you got to, the game's to be sold, not told.
Right.
Yeah, I could give you pointers here and there.
Right.
But I'm not going to sit there and hold your hand and give you everything that I invested in my last 10 years learning.
Right.
And just give it to you for free.
Right.
As I was saying, that's something I'm looking to get into, the mentorship programs, because I have a lot of people reaching out to me on Instagram on a daily basis. And I have no problem giving people pointers here and there.
Right.
But that's another stream of income.
Right.
That now my time is worth something. So
Right.
I could give it to you. I could teach you everything from A to Z,
Right.
like the Airbnbs. I'm starting that Airbnb mentorship program, the car rental mentorship program. If you want to learn how to do the car accidents, I could teach you how to do that as well. And that's something that I'll have on my social media at tbrownbmc_CEO. Go ahead and follow me. And yeah, right now in this day and age, people have no excuses. Everything's at the palm of your hands. You can just Google it.
I'm glad you mentioned that, man. No excuses, and we really mean that, because if you really think about it, no matter what it is that you want to achieve, you can make it happen yourself. I never forget, man. I was watching, I can't remember what award show it was, but Tyler Perry was giving a speech, and he was pretty much mentioning how everybody was so worried about receiving awards from the Academy, et cetera,
I
et
saw that,
cetera.
yeah.
And he was like, well, listen,
Why do you
how
care?
about you? Why do you even care? Why don't you build your own table? And that's really what it's all about, man. Build your own table.
Yeah.
Build your own foundation. Work with the people that want to work with you.
Exactly.
That's important as well. And that, as Travis just said, man, the time that we've spent to get to where we are today is worth something. It's very valuable. So when people do approach and they want to communicate and get some advice or some insight to what you have going on, there should be a cost associated with that.
Yeah.
Nothing comes free, nothing comes easy. And then you also have to be willing to do the work, man.
Exactly.
So what else?
One thing I've sorry to cut you off.
Go
One
ahead.
thing I've noticed though is when people ask for advice, and like I've literally explained to somebody, this is what you do from A to Z to start this business, right?
Right.
They're always going to come up with an excuse not to do B or not to do C. It's either going to be the money or I don't have time. One piece of advice I would have for anybody that's wanting to become an entrepreneur is just do it. Just dive head in, just do it, and figure the rest out later. You know what I mean? I always say do these two things, and this will motivate you. Form your LLC. It costs $100-something, and print some business cards. Start with those two things. Once you see something with your name on it or your business name on it, and once you have some cards, and create a social media, create an Instagram. Once you have those things established, that's going to motivate you to really start monetizing that business, whether you're selling nails, doing eyebrows, doing whatever. And once you first get that first client, that's when you're going to see the vision that it's actually possible.
Right.
Most people will get stuck at the business plan phase.
Right.
They'll be writing a business plan for 2 months.
Right.
Don't worry about that. Just do it.
And never take the step to move forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So that's really what it's about, man. Shoot, you're gonna get the same response 9 times out of 10 from everybody that's actually taking these steps.
Yeah.
Everybody that I've talked to that's an entrepreneur, that's a business owner, they all really say the same thing at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Just get started.
Yeah.
Don't waste any time, man. Just
And
go
you're going to
for it.
fail. You know what I
Right.
mean? You're going to fail forward.
Right.
As I said earlier, I failed at many businesses. I still have LLCs out there that I don't use. You know?
Yeah.
I have business plans written down. Had some crazy ideas back in the day. I always come up with the craziest ideas at 2 o'clock in the morning. Oh man, this is going to be a great business. But yeah.
I remember when you started Brown Marketing Consulting,
Yeah.
and you had just left the company that you were with prior,
Correct.
right? We're not dropping any names. But you and I both had offices
Yeah.
in the complex out in Pembroke Pines or Miramar.
Yeah, Miramar, yeah.
And from that day to now, man, again, as I mentioned earlier,
I see the growth. You know, I feel like you and I are on very similar journeys.
Right.
Very, very similar journeys.
Right.
As far as with our businesses and our mindsets, we kind of just think the same. But again, we stay in our own lanes.
Right.
But we come together when it's time.
Right.
You know,
Right.
when it's beneficial for either
Right.
party. You know.
Right.
Which I like, and I think that's the key for most people, most entrepreneurs to progress in life. If you see somebody out there that has a service, and they're not a big, huge company, they're your actual friend, support them
Right.
on Instagram. Like I'm
Right.
sure we've seen all those posts on Instagram say it costs $0 to click like.
All the time.
It costs $0 to tag a friend. It costs $0 to comment on a picture.
Right.
And that's one thing that I focus on. Because with my service, on a daily basis, I'm asking my audience, do you know anybody that's been in a car accident? Do you know anybody that needs a rental? But I don't want to feel like I'm just always taking from my audience. So if you have a business, I'm going to share it. I'm going to share your business, share mine. You
Right.
know what I mean? So that it doesn't seem like I'm constantly just asking, begging,
Right.
begging for something.
And we're introducing each other to each of our different platforms and new people.
Exactly.
You posted the podcast on Instagram the other day.
Yeah.
Got like 20 new followers.
Yeah.
Thank you. I mean, and thank
No
you
problem.
guys for tapping in with us. And obviously, this is what we're doing here again today. And I'm sure you're going to receive, new followers and people are going to be checking in.
Exactly.
And speaking on that note, what we discussed before the show started, Travis and I are going to do a giveaway
Yes.
on one of the luxury vehicles through Brown Exotic Rentals. So what we want you guys to do is first like, subscribe, and share the video. Comment Boss Talk as it's spelled on our channel in the comments, and we're going to pick a winner, and we're going to gift you a free day on a car rental. Of course, you have to do the minimum, which is a 2-day rental, but it's a luxury car. So if you're coming down to Miami, you want to enjoy the city, you want to get some VIP entry to some of the clubs. As a matter of fact, I'll throw some of that in for you as well to sweeten the deal. But comment Boss Talk, like, subscribe, and share the video. We're going to select a winner, and maybe we'll bring the guest onto the show. And do
Yeah,
like,
maybe we should, huh?
Yeah.
Don't crash. Don't crash.
Please don't
Please
crash.
don't crash.
And you have to have full coverage insurance as
Yeah.
well before renting.
Exactly. Very expensive vehicle. Very.
Let them know some of the cars that we have, man.
All right. So from the top going down, we have the Lamborghini Urus. That's one of the most popular cars. We have a friend of mine, not mine personally, but a friend of mine has the Rolls-Royce Cullinan. That's one of the most popular cars. If you're looking for something fun, you and your girl, you always get the Lamborghini Huracan, the 2-door Spider, the BMW i8. I always recommend. If you're looking for something, for you and your friends to ride out in, the Rolls-Royce Ghost. The Rolls-Royce Ghost, the 4-door Rolls-Royce, it's nothing like it. It's white, red leather interior. It's a beautiful vehicle. So you pick it a litter. Or if you want to go fast, we got the McLaren. If you're speed dealing, Ricky Bobby, you got the McLaren. So, but always stay safe. And don't forget, car accident, call me.
Oh, man.
You see what I did there?
Yeah.
See what I did there?
I like that.
You see that?
Hey, this is Boss Talk, man, again. I'm your host, Jay Porter. We appreciate you guys tuning in and keeping up with what we have going on.
Yeah.
As mentioned before, please like, subscribe, share, and share this with somebody that you care about, because we're doing this because we care about you. By the way, we want to give a special thanks to Top Notch Cigar Bar, as well Bamboo, our official sponsors on the Boss Talk podcast with Jay Porter. We appreciate you guys for supporting. We'll catch you next time.